Hey YouTube, Palmetto Patriot 1 here again. Guys, on today's show I want to talk about my ILBE Marine Corps pack that I took camping with me this past weekend. Was up in the North Carolina mountains, got a little bit cold. I want to talk to you about the pack, how it worked for me for winter camping, talk about some of the gear that I took for winter camping, also talk about the campsite, some advantages and disadvantages to the campsite that we were at. So you guys hold tight, stay tuned, we're going to get this review started.
I done raised this hell. I've been the last one standing when all the giants fell. I won't shiver, I won't shake. I'm made of stone, I don't break. Start me up, open my eyes, turn me loose and you'll see why. I was born ready. I was born ready.
ILBE pack from the United States Marine Corps. This was an issued pack up until 2000, I think, or a little maybe 2005, 2006, somewhere in there. They changed out and they went to a FIBE, and that's what they're carrying now. It's the all tan one. But this right here went through two different generations. This one happens to be generation 1, and the reason you can tell the buckles, if you look at the buckles on them, if they're black buckles on them, then it's Gen 1, and if it has the tan buckles on them, they're Gen 2. These come in a two-part series. You have an assault pack, which is a 3-day pack that attaches to the main pack, and you have a choice. You can carry this pack or you can just carry the main pack with all you need in the main pack. So it's your choice, or you carry both together, which I did this past weekend. I carried both of them together, and it depends on what you want to carry and what items you're going to carry with you and how long you're going to be there. The pack has multiple MOLLE attachments on the outside. Does have a lot of features with a lot of straps, a lot of webbing on this pack. A lot of guys will cut these off, cut these webbing straps and stuff off. I prefer to keep them on there because I can use them, just like I have right here. And inside this right here, I have my inflatable mat. That's my inflatable mat. It self-inflates, so when you take it loose and pull it off and open it up, you crank the valve, air will be drawn into the mat and it'll self-inflate. So I used that this weekend, and it held up real nice. Where we stayed at was the North Carolina mountains, Pisgah National Forest, the Davison Campground, which is right beside the Davison River. We were literally right there at the Davison River. The guys wanted a site that had electricity hookup, so we did have electricity. Guys slept with electric blankets, which I didn't have, but that was cool because the sleeping bag I have is one of the old military issue sleeping bags that I've had a long time ago, since I've been in the service too. So it's a nice bag, still holds up, still keeps me warm. It's one of those that's rated 20 below zero type bag, so it's a good bag. I got cold the first night. The second night I slept like a baby, and like I said, it got down to the 20. I think it actually got down to 20 degrees. It may have slipped down to 19. This is a good sturdy, reliable bag. It has 70 liters of space in the main pack. It's capable of carrying up to 120 pounds of gear. Multiple attachments. You have multiple ways of carrying this bag or loading it up. I like carrying both together because you never know what you might need. One of the things that happened is the campground we stayed at had electricity. We ended up losing power after the first night, so those guys didn't have any power. Luckily we were able to jump power from another campsite because somebody brought a long enough drop cord for them to have to power their electric blanket. So I didn't need anything electrical. Everything I brought was self-prepared for me. I'm gonna break this bag down in the floor here and show you what I got, and we'll lay everything out. Okay, we got the assault pack first. We'll go through this bag first and I'll show you just some of the items I carry. This one has an external zipper, so you're able to get to items on the inside. I have my headlamp, toilet wipe, poncho, just in case it rains, a fire starter kit, and inside the kit I think I have a ferro rod, I have some lighters, I have some Vaseline soap, cotton, and some candles and some matches. Didn't really need this. We had enough items and we brought our own firewood in. That's one thing about the campground, it's not going to let you cut any trees down, so you need to bring in your own firewood that you're going to burn. Luckily they had a winter storm and they were able to do, they were doing some trimming and they had a bunch of wood laying all the way around there at the campsite. Plus we brought our own wood too, so we were fortunate. We had enough wood to do what we need to do. Inside the main compartment here, I have MRE, canteen, water for cooking, or just water to hydrate. Little cooking set. I brought some rope just in case you want to hang something, hang stuff on the line. One of the guys brought his waders. He was fly fishing, and to hang his waders up and stuff like that. We didn't use it, but we had hangers there on site. Spare gloves, work gloves, just in case I needed it to do any work. A little first aid kit. Chem light, glow stick. Some soap, hygiene material, another spare flashlight, just in case I need a hand torch. And then I brought some webbing. This is some extra webbing I had, and you never know what you might need that for. Strapping stuff down, tying stuff up, which you might need to tie, and a space blanket. It's one of those heated type weather survival space blanket. I always leave this in the pack. It always stays in there. Neat little small pack in case you're gonna go on a day trip hiking and leaving everything else at the main camping site. You could take this and you could be fine for the rest of the day. So we'll get on with the big pack, the main. All right, guys, this is the main pack, the main ILBE pack, and it's not fully packed. I probably got about maybe 45-50 pounds in this already. Minus the water, I don't have any water in this, but this weekend I did have water bottles in here. The top shell right here, which is the top flat, and you have access to get to it by these two zippers. And I like this because it has these big heavy duty rubber pull handles. I can just pull and get items out the top. And then the top I have my gloves or my mittens, and these are fingerless mittens. An extra toboggan if I needed that when I went to sleep. Some more rope just in case I need to tie things up, hang things out on the line to dry out. Another first aid kit, and this top compartment can come loose and you can use it as a bag if you need to carry it as a bag. It also has this padded, real thick padding straps for your shoulder straps, and also real huge thick padding for the waist strap. So and it has this lumbar padding in the back that's gapped open so air pass through and keep your back from sweating. But this is a nice, comfortable pack to carry. On the sides, you have multiple deep pockets down on here on the sides. You can carry axes if you needed to, entrenching tools, folding entrenching tools like a shovel or something like that if you need to carry. Inside of here, I have my little coffee cup with a spare gas propane. There's my spare propane, and I can cook in this little cup, maybe a little soup or oatmeal, or I can make coffee or whatever. I did carry a hammock with me. I didn't use it just in case I needed to use it. I had it with me, but if like I say, in a cold temperature in winter camping, all this is right here is one of those reflective visors that you would put over your windshield. You lay this down first on the bottom and then put your other blankets and light blankets up under it, and then lay your bag on top of it. It reflects your body heat, so it keep your core temperature up. You won't freeze to death. So that right there was a lifesaver. That takes care of that side, and we'll go to the other side. You want to empty out. More straps if you want to tie accessories. This is my cook kit, and these are nice little kits to have right here. But you can take this off, and that turns into a little bowl. And I'll do a review on this later on, but you got a little bowl right here where you can cook in. There's your propane. And inside of here I have my forks and knives These little kits, they just flip out. If I can get the fork out of there, it flips out. I got a fork, spoon, and a little knife, little butter knife. And there's my jet heater that screws on top of the propane. You unfold this out and set it up, screw it down on top of it, and there you go. I used it twice making coffee, and it works real well. Here is my inflatable mattress. You take this out of the bag, open the gap up, it fills up with air. Lay this down on top of your little heat shield, reflector shield, and then lay your sleeping bag on top of that, and you're good to go. All right, we'll take the top loose. I have some cordage, just some spare cordage in case I needed it to tie things down, maybe a tent, tarp, whatever I might need. I brought my thermals. These are the military thermals right here. I put those on before I go to bed. And some wool socks and a toboggan on, and I was warm and toasty. This is the Hennessy Hammock Explorer Deluxe version. This is rated at 300 pounds, and I'll do a review on this later on, but this is an outstanding hammock. Didn't really need it, didn't really use it, but I had it just in case. Inside of here has wool socks, spare socks, underwear, long johns, those things that you might need in a winter camping scenario. A couple days packed with the socks and dry socks and underwear and a spare towel. I have my woobie or my poncho liner. This is a good blanket to have also. You can cover that stuff up and keep yourself warm even when you're inside the bag. And that's empty. That's the bag empty, but this is my sleeping bag. And this is the old, I don't know if you can still get these or not anymore, but these are old. This is a single bag, so this is an extreme weather bag. And they used these back in Desert Storm, Desert Shield. And it's an excellent bag to have. Working in conjunction with this woobie, an air mattress, and a reflective pad. These are the things that save my butt at 19 degrees. So you can't go wrong with this equipment right here. Good sleep system. The bag by itself, not having anything in it, probably weighs about 7 to 8 pounds maybe, empty. I do have a spare jacket because you can't attach, it has a little attachments at the top. So I did have a jacket rolled up in here, but weighs about 7 pounds. You can pick these up at old surplus, army surplus stores, maybe a flea market. That's a great buy if you can get it. I think they run about $100 on eBay with the whole set, and made different type buckles. They will not attach to each other. So make sure that when you get that pack and your assault pack, that they're both the same generation, because generation 1 will not work with generation 2 clips on it. You have to change the clips out. So just make sure, because these are sewed in, so you're not going to be able to change these out. So make sure that you get the right clip for the right bag. And these bags are nice. The interior from the outside by unzipping these side buckles on the side, or these side zips on the side. So these are excellent bags to have. So if you can't go wrong with buying military surplus. I mean, they've been tried and true, they've been tested. So guys, that's concludes my review on the ILBE pack. Still are a lot of surplus stores that still carry these. You can check on eBay, Amazon may still have some vendors out there that still carry this model pack. Very comfortable on your back. Once you get it adjusted, you have all kind of adjustments, all types of adjustments on the back of it. 120 pounds is designed to carry. Once it's on your shoulders and you get your pack adjusted just right, it's a very comfortable carrying pack. So had no issues with it. If you see one, guys, try to get your hands on it. Enjoyed camping with it this past weekend. Had a blast. Had fun. You guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Share us, like us, give us that thumbs up. Remember guys, you are your brother's keepers. Palmetto Patriot 1, signing off.